There was a time when summer had its own flavor, and no, it wasn't burgers and soda. It was tomato aspic, watermelon rind pickles, frozen custards, and jiggly fruit molds. Strange? Maybe. But back then, these recipes meant summer had arrived. They came from Grandma's handwritten cards, passed down from kitchens that didn't need air conditioning or microwave shortcuts, just fresh ingredients, a strong hand, and a lot of love. But somewhere along the way, we stopped making them. These dishes vanished from our picnics, potlucks, and cookouts. Not because they weren't delicious, but because time moved on and tastes changed. Well, not today. Today, we're peeling back the pages of forgotten cookbooks and bringing back 15 old-fashioned summer foods no one makes anymore. If you grew up in a house with lace curtains and lemonade on the porch, this one's going to hit home. And if you didn't, you're about to discover what you've been missing. 01. Tomato aspic salad, the jewel of summer tables. You either loved it or avoided it like the plague. But in Grandma's day, tomato aspic salad wasn't just a dish, it was a statement. Imagine this, a shimmering red mold, proudly perched at the center of every summer potluck table, glistening like a ruby under the sun. It wobbled. It wiggled. And yes, it was made with tomato juice. In the 1940s and 50s, when refrigeration was finally a household norm, gelatin-based salads became the rage. Housewives showcased their creativity by blending savory with spectacle. Tomato aspic was the bold cousin of your sweet Jell-O molds, a chilled, savory gelatin flavored with spiced tomato juice, celery, onions, and just a hint of lemon or vinegar. Sometimes, even chopped olives or shrimp made a cameo. Why was it loved? Because it was cool, colorful, and completely unexpected. On a blazing summer day, it cut through the heat like a tangy, icy refreshment. Served on a bed of lettuce with a dollop of mayo or cream cheese, it felt almost elegant. But tastes changed. The rise of fast food and ready-to-eat meals made such oddities fade from memory. For younger generations, the idea of a tomato-flavored gelatin sounds downright strange. And maybe it is. But that's what made it unforgettable. Today, tomato aspic lives in the margins of old church cookbooks and dusty recipe boxes, but it tells a story. A story of women who molded meals into art. Of gatherings where every dish sparked conversation. Of a time when food was more than flavor, it was flair. So next time you're flipping through a vintage cookbook, don't laugh when you see it. That ruby red aspic once ruled summer. 02. Ham salad mold, the picnic showstopper. Once upon a time, no summer potluck was complete without a pink, jiggly, perfectly molded ham salad centerpiece. Yes, ham, suspended in gelatin, chilling quietly in a bundt pan. Strange by today's standards, but back then? It was the height of hospitality. Born from the post-war era of abundance and innovation, the ham salad mold was a symbol of efficiency, creativity, and pride. Housewives in the 1950s loved recipes that could be made ahead, chilled overnight, and unmolded with flair, revealing a smooth, glossy shape that held together like sculpture. The ingredients were simple: ground or finely chopped ham, diced celery, sweet relish, and hard-boiled eggs, all bound together with unflavored gelatin and sometimes a touch of mayo or mustard for zing. It was savory. It was creamy. And best of all, it was cold. Perfect for sweltering summer days when no one wanted to fire up the oven. Presentation mattered. The mold was often surrounded by fresh greens or even deviled eggs, transforming it from a simple salad to a retro centerpiece. Some variations included crushed pineapple or pimentos for added texture and color. But with the arrival of modern deli meats and convenience spreads, the ham salad mold slowly vanished. Younger generations couldn't quite wrap their heads around meat and gelatin. To them, it looked more like a science experiment than a summer treat. Still, for those who remember or dare to taste it now, there's something oddly comforting about it. It's a relic of an era where food was fun, functional, and fearlessly experimental. So the next time you host a summer gathering, try resurrecting this retro marvel. You might raise a few eyebrows, but you'll also raise memories. Because the ham salad mold wasn't just a dish. It was a conversation starter. 03. Frozen fruit salad, the cold slice of summer bliss. Back in the days when freezers were still a novelty, frozen fruit salad was the show-off dish every hostess dreamed of serving. It wasn't just a dessert, it was a refrigerated ribbon of summer, sliced and plated with pride. This dish first appeared in the 1930s, growing popular through the 50s and 60s. Why? Because it was a chilled, creamy alternative to the heavy desserts of winter. It looked elegant, tasted refreshing, and, best of all, could be made ahead and frozen until showtime. The classic version was a dreamy mix: whipped cream or evaporated milk, softened cream cheese, crushed pineapple, maraschino cherries, mini marshmallows, and chopped nuts, all folded together and poured into a loaf pan. Some families added bananas or strawberries, others gave it a zesty twist with a splash of lemon juice. Once frozen solid, it was sliced like a cake and served on a chilled lettuce leaf. Yes, lettuce. Back then, even desserts had a touch of salad presentation flair. And somehow, it worked. Kids loved the sweetness. Adults loved the lightness. And everyone loved the fact that it kept cool even in the summer heat. At church picnics, bridal showers, or backyard get-togethers, frozen fruit salad was a beloved staple, one that made its quiet exit as store-bought treats became the norm. Today, it's rare to see. But one bite of that fluffy, fruity, frosty goodness, and you're transported back to a time of screened porches, glass punch bowls, and neighbors who actually stayed for dessert. It wasn't trendy. It wasn't flashy. It was just good, honest comfort frozen into a slice of sunshine. So if you're craving something cool and forgotten, open up Grandma's old recipe box. The frozen fruit salad is still waiting. 04. Cucumber and onion in vinegar, the farmer's summer side. It wasn't fancy. It wasn't colorful. But it was crisp, cold, and always waiting in a glass bowl in Grandma's fridge. Cucumber and onion in vinegar. Long before bottled dressings crowded the shelves, this was summer's go-to salad in American kitchens, especially in rural homes. Fresh-picked cucumbers, paper-thin white onions, and a quick soak in a mixture of vinegar, sugar, water, and a touch of salt, that was it. Simple ingredients. Big flavor. It came out at nearly every meal between June and August. Served chilled, it offered relief from the heat and a sharp contrast to fried chicken, meatloaf, or even a plate of buttered corn. Some grandmothers swore by apple cider vinegar. Others used white vinegar with a pinch of black pepper. A few even tossed in dill or red pepper flakes. But no matter the variation, the bite stayed the same: tangy, clean, and unmistakably refreshing. This wasn't just a side dish. It was a ritual. A way to use up garden cucumbers. A way to stretch flavor through lean times. And a way to carry on traditions that had been passed down through generations. Today, it's all but vanished. Replaced by trendy cucumber salads with yogurt or imported oils. But back then, this humble bowl sat proudly on checkered tablecloths, offering a reminder that the best summer dishes weren't expensive, just honest. And if you ever had it the old-fashioned way, with a fork pulling up those see-through cucumber slices soaked in that cold brine, you remember how refreshing it felt. How it cut through the heat and made you pause for just a moment longer at the dinner table. Because sometimes, the forgotten dishes were the ones that never tried too hard. Just a little vinegar, a little love, and a whole lot of memory. 05. Watermelon rind pickles, the sweet tart secret of summer. Most people toss the rind without a second thought. But Grandma? She saw potential. With a sharp knife and a little patience, she turned what others threw away into one of summer's most surprising treasures: watermelon rind pickles. This forgotten delicacy traces back to the frugal kitchens of the early 1900s, where waste wasn't an option, especially during the Great Depression. Women learned how to stretch every bit of produce, and the white rind of a watermelon, often overlooked, became a sweet, spiced preserve worthy of any mason jar. The process was simple, but time-consuming: peel the green skin, cube the white rind, and soak it in brine overnight. Then, simmer it slowly with sugar, vinegar, cinnamon sticks, cloves, and a few slices of lemon. The result? A tender, golden pickle that was crunchy, syrupy, and surprisingly addictive. These pickles weren't just served at dinner, they were proudly brought out at Sunday lunches, packed in picnic baskets, or set beside cold fried chicken and potato salad. They added a burst of sweetness and spice that cut through the salt and fat of heavier summer dishes. But like so many handmade recipes, this one faded with time. Store-bought pickles took over. People lost the patience for peel-and-soak traditions. And the rind, once a symbol of resourcefulness, became trash again. Ask anyone who remembers them, though, and they'll smile. The flavor is unforgettable. The syrup clings to your fork. And the cinnamon clove scent brings back memories of screen doors creaking open and big family tables set under the trees. Watermelon rind pickles weren't just a way to save scraps. They were a lesson in finding sweetness where no one else looked. So next time you slice a watermelon this summer, pause before tossing the rind. Grandma would have saved it and turned it into something magical. And just like that, the flavors of a forgotten summer come rushing back. These weren't just recipes, they were moments, memories, and a little piece of who we used to be. If these dishes stirred something in your heart or reminded you of someone you miss, don't let them stay forgotten. Subscribe for more stories from Grandma's kitchen. Because the past still has a lot to teach us, one recipe at a time.